What's up, guys? It's me again. So I want to come on here and give y'all a little update about what's been going on and my tracing of my luggage and everything since March 4th, Monday, March 4th, when I went into the airport in Memphis, Tennessee, to take a flight out to Dar es Salaam. I was supposed to go to Philadelphia, from Philadelphia to Chicago, Chicago to Doho, and Doho to Dar es Salaam. But, like I said in my first video, my first live, 3 women decided that that wasn't going to happen. And because my luggage was both luggages was a little heavy. So because they were a little heavy, they decided that they would cancel my flight. Yeah, cancel my flight, make sure I stayed behind, and send my luggage on ahead of me, without me, and make sure that my baggage are held in Philadelphia. Made sure that a note was put on them to hold them, for them not to leave Philadelphia, for me to go on. So I guess when they asked me about where I was headed and everything and why my legs were so heavy, when I told them that I was going to Africa on vacation and I had a lot of towels because I was going to be there for a couple of months, and a lot of children clothes for some really cool kids that I had met. And I noticed in talking with these ladies, their whole demeanors, their whole personality, everything about them changed. They became very aggressive. They became very deceitful, whispering back and forth, just doing a whole lot of real silly elementary type stuff, whispering, leaning out, whispering back and forth when they needed to have been talking to me. Constantly demanding that I needed a visa when I didn't need a visa. I told them, I said, before I leave the country, I always check the website of the country that I'm going to make sure that I follow their laws. And whatever it is I need before I leave, I make sure I have all those different things and do what I'm supposed to do. So I told them, I said, if you check the website, it states that you have $100 for your visa when you get into the airport, and you have $25 for your COVID testing. That's all. I don't need no visa at this moment, right here standing at the counter talking to y'all. I don't need a visa. And this went on for about 20, 25 minutes, probably longer than that, where they had me standing there just waiting and waiting and waiting. Then they took my luggage and stated that both luggage was over 70 pounds. So told me I had to pay $400. I said, okay. Because I was able to pay that $400 and move on, it's like they had to find something else. So, I mean, I wouldn't have mind if they had basically told me, well, you need to take some stuff out, I could have called my cousin, took a lot of stuff out, could have called my cousin, told her to come pick it up. Anything. That didn't even, nothing satisfied them. It was almost like it was their business to ruin this whole trip for me. And I understand they're kind of angry at a lot of people in Memphis because Africa has a lot. When I tell you a lot of people have left Tennessee moving to Africa, mostly Tanzania, and there's a lot of people in Ghana from Memphis, Tennessee, but there's a lot of people in Tanzania from Memphis, Tennessee also too. And it was just like when I told them where I was going and this, that, and the other, like shooting clothing, it was just something that took over them. Became, they didn't become agents anymore. They were literally acting like thugs. That's what that is. They was trying to see what can they ruin, how can they upset my trip. They were constantly doing all kinds of deceitful things. And like I say, yeah, they canceled my flight, sent my luggage on without me. Every time I tried to walk up to the counter to find out what's going on, they would walk away from me, say they had something else to do. Nobody would talk to me. Here I am today. I found one of my luggage. It finally made it to a Dar es Salaam. And it's not over 70 pounds anymore. It's way less. So don't know where it's been sitting at. Somebody done had time to go through it. I mean, ramshacked it. I mean, stuff all over the place. They even opened up a container that had Flex-Seeds in it and shook it out all over the luggage. On top of finding this luggage and stuff being missing, I was able to find this on Monday and file a complaint. And today, I found out that the other luggage is sitting in Philadelphia with a no load sign on it. What is the use of them asking you for your name, email, address, phone number, and all? What is the use of them asking for all that if nobody's going to notify you of anything? Now, and I've been struggling for the last, I say 4 days, probably more, trying to contact all the airports, trying to find out where my luggage is, what I need to do, what information do you have, what information have you passed on to the other airports? Anybody did that? I found out through one of the agents in Memphis that my luggage was still in Philadelphia. If Memphis sent my luggage to Philadelphia and they're holding, I'm pretty sure Philadelphia contacted Memphis to let them know that they still had the luggage. I'm wondering why nobody notified me. They leaving it up to me to search out what they have done. And I'm saying this to all of you. Every one of you that want to take a vacation or ever even thinking about taking a vacation to Africa. If you live in or around the Tennessee area, I'm letting you know now, do not go to American Airlines. Do not catch no flight going to American Airlines. Do not. What I've been going through for the last 4 or 5 days, I don't want nobody else to experience is not knowing where their luggage is, not knowing where their personal property is. I got information in my luggage that is private, it's personal, it's my information. There could possibly be some identity there behind this, you know, because they have my personal information. I didn't get a chance to put locks on my luggage because they took them and told me, no, they gone on now. You know what I'm saying? I'm completely devastated. I was so devastated. I sat in that airport for 6 hours. Not 6 hours, I mean until 6 o'clock because I got there at 11:30 in the morning. I sit there until about 6 o'clock in the evening. This is how so thrown off and devastated I was, and the fact that no one would talk to me at all. They basically would walk around and look over at me and then go back to whispering to each other again. And these were Caucasian women and Filipino women and Asian women. There was a black guy standing back there behind that counter. Being that they wouldn't talk to me, I tried to talk to him. You know, he was scared to talk to me because of how they just treated me. And I'm standing here, outside of the fact that my luggage was a little heavy. If that was the issue, hey, let's handle it while I'm standing right here at the counter. Let's handle it real quick while the airplane is still here. They didn't do that. That's not what they wanted to do. They probably was hoping that they could send my luggage somewhere and it sit there where it'd be stolen, where the kids' clothes would be stolen, which they did. They tore up in the bags. I ain't even looked in the bag because I know it's gonna piss me off if somebody stole some of the clothes out of it. I ain't even looked. I just noticed how they were ripped open and everything. They were. I think what they really wanted. They wanted stuff to be stolen, and they wanted me not to be able to take my trip. And that's what I think was going on. But like I say, if you're in and around Memphis, Tennessee, and you're thinking about going to Africa, rethink it. Do not go through American Airlines. They are the devil. You hear me? That's what's going on. Because I knew it was something wasn't right when I walked into that airport. I had never been in Memphis airport before. When I walked in there and I went down there to that desk where those people were, they looked like they were sundown. Yeah, they didn't look happy. It's like it was just a gloomy area down there. They didn't look happy and nothing. And I started praying. I said, oh, because I ain't never took no flight out of Memphis. I always take my flights out of Washington D.C. Never had this experience before, and that let me know right there that it is complete evil in that airport and dealing with them American airline people. I mean, very aggressive, just had complete deceitful attitudes, and everything they was doing was just deceitful. And I said to myself, man, what's up with them and people leaving Memphis going to Africa? They whole attitude changed when I said I was headed to Africa. And that I had a lot of clothes and my luggage for kids and, you know, different thing. I'll be gone about 2 or 3 months, so I got a lot of towels in there, and the towels are heavy because I bought them at Marshall's. You know, Marshall's have some really nice heavy towels. Shoot, man, they started whispering and walking back and forth. I guess they said, man, she ain't going nowhere. Cancel her flight. Send her luggage on without her. You know, let somebody else go through. And I see it as a deceitful act, because if it was an issue with my luggage, you got a whole, TSA? Let's go through it. You know what I'm saying? If it's something that I need to take out or whatever, but they didn't want that. They wanted my luggage, they wanted to send my luggage off without me so somebody can go in it and steal my stuff. That's what they wanted. That's when they canceled my flight. How can an airline just cancel somebody's flight like that? No reason whatsoever. While they're standing there, I'm standing at the counter trying to get them to understand I didn't need a visa. They had already canceled my flight. And then send my luggage off. It's crazy. So y'all be mindful if you're traveling, especially if you're going out of the country, going to Africa, coming on the continent, going to different countries here. Be mindful what you say when you walk up to that counter. Be mindful of what you say. Because they're going to already be on high alert and going to be pissed off because you say you're going to Africa. That's crazy. I'm on the phone for hours and hours, and this is what I found out. And then find out through one of the agents in Memphis was the one that told me that's where it was. And I'm pretty sure Philadelphia had notify them. I know somebody, they've been talking to somebody in that airport, and nobody contacted me. They were just gonna let it sit in Philadelphia. No one, no one contacted me and told me anything. It's crazy. Is anybody even on this live? I'm just talking, I'm talking. Well, it looks like it's just been one person. Maybe I'm not picking the right time to do my lives because there's nobody out there. I need subscribers. Oh my goodness, I need subscribers. I need 1,000 subscribers. All right, guys, since nobody's coming on, I'm going to leave.